What's up YouTube, Jeff back again. Today another exciting tech video for you guys. And today we're jumping into a problem that I bet most of you guys have in your living room right now, and that is way too many remotes. I counted 5 on my coffee table: TV, cable box, soundbar, Apple TV, Chromecast, and wait, actually here's another one for my blinds. I still couldn't find the right one half the time. Of course, Logitech also killed the Harmony line back in 2021, and a lot of us were left without a great replacement. That is, until now, because I think I've found something that can replace the Logitech Harmony for pretty much everyone. This is the SofaBaton X2, and over the past couple weeks I've been replacing every remote in my house with this one device. Let me show you guys today in this video what it can actually do. So what is the SofaBaton X2? Well, on paper, of course, it's a universal remote. In practice, it's a high-end smart control hub that's trying to fill the gap Logitech Harmony left behind. And honestly, it's the most premium remote I've ever held. The body is one-piece zinc alloy frame with a sandblasted fingerprint-resistant finish, so it doesn't feel like cheap plastic, and it doesn't smudge up after one movie night. Front and center, you've got a 2.4-inch HD color touchscreen, which is where most of the magic happens. That's how you switch devices, launch activities, and dig into your library without juggling buttons. And then it sits on a magnetic charging dock, which sounds like a small thing, but if you've ever lost a remote between your couch cushions, you know it's actually not a small thing at all. The dock has a permanent home, the remote always goes back in it, and that's where the charging happens, and that's pretty much it for the hardware, but there's a lot more going on here, so let's move on to how all the features on this remote work. Okay, so here's where the X2 separates itself from every other universal remote control in the market, and that's the fact that it actually speaks 4 different languages. When I'm talking about languages, I'm talking about different communication standards. It supports IR, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and RF. And that matters more than you'd think because your living room is a museum of communication standards. Your old AV receiver from 10 years ago, that's probably going to be IR, line of sight only, signal bounces off the front of the device. Your Apple TV or your PS5 are going to be Bluetooth, no line of sight needed. Your smart bulbs in your Roku or your Govee or Philips Hue lights, Wi-Fi controlled over the network. And for things like motorized blinds, garage doors, ceiling fans, those usually use RF, which can punch through walls. Most universal remote controls give you access to 1 or 2 of these communication standards, where the SofaBaton X2 handles all 4. And that's a big game changer. The brand says it's compatible with over 6,000 brands and 500,000 devices, and it can manage up to 49 devices simultaneously. And then there's the hub. The SofaBaton X2 ships with the charging dock that I talked about earlier. It's also got its hub, it's got IR extenders, and an optional IR repeater that you can purchase as an add-on. The hub plugs in centrally, handles the Wi-Fi and IP-based stuff, and the IR extenders extend the infrared range so you can hide your AV gear or cable box inside a closed cabinet, and the X2 still controls it perfectly. I tested this, hid my receiver, hit power on the X2, and everything fired up. But the R1 repeater that I mentioned isn't just for hiding devices. It provides comprehensive stable coverage, which means I can control devices located in a completely different room or corners of the house without running into signal dead zones. This alone is honestly worth the price of the device because if you add that IR repeater, you can literally control devices all over your house while you're sitting on the couch in your living room. Even if you have a large house like mine, it's close to 5,000 square feet. This is seriously convenient. Connection variety is great, but the one feature that actually changes how you use your living room is one-touch activities. Inside the SofaBaton app, you can build custom scenes. They call them activities, and they fire off multiple commands across multiple devices with a single tap on the touchscreen. I built one first called Movie Mode. One tap, the TV powers on, the AV receiver kicks on and switches to the right HDMI input, the soundbar wakes up, the Apple TV or my Google Chromecast boots up, and Netflix launches. 5 devices, 1 button. That is seriously awesome. I made another one called Game Mode that swaps the receiver input and powers on the PlayStation 5. And honestly, this is the part that makes the X2 feel like a legit home theater upgrade and not just a fancy remote. The friction of a fun movie night isn't which movie to pick, it's how to get all of your devices on, powered up to the right inputs, etc. And the SofaBaton X2 really solves that and makes it a more enjoyable experience. And once your activities are dialed in, you barely touch the rest of the buttons, you just tap the scene and the room responds. Seriously convenient. Now, if you're deep in the smart home rabbit hole, and if you're watching my channel on a regular basis, you probably are, This is the part that really changed it for me and made me view the SofaBaton X2 as the ultimate Logitech Harmony replacement, and that is that it plays nicely with all of your other smart home devices. You get full Home Assistant support over IP control, which means anything I've already automated through Home Assistant can now be triggered from the X2's touchscreen. Smart bulbs, smart plugs, my robot vacuum, custom routines, all of that. And you get Alexa and Google Assistant support, so I can say, "Hey Google, movie mode," and the X2 fires off the same one-tap scene I just showed you earlier. I also built a bedtime routine that turns off the TV, drops my soundbar volume to 0, dims the bedroom nightstand lights, and sets my home alarm. All of that from a single voice command going through the X2. This is the integration depth that most other universal remote controls just can't offer, and like I said, this is why this feels like a true Logitech Harmony replacement. All right, so since most of you did come from that Logitech Harmony ecosystem if you're watching this video, let's do a quick comparison how the X2 stacks up. I had the Harmony Elite for years before Logitech pulled the plug, and the X2 is the move for the upgrade. The touchscreen on the X2 is larger, the response speed is noticeably faster, the build feels more premium in the hand, and the magnetic dock is a much better charging solution than the old Harmony charging cradle. The app is also more modern, more intuitive, scene customization is more flexible, and you're getting active firmware updates from a company that's actually still in the universal remote business. So who is the X2 for? Well, I'd say if you have 3 or more remotes that you use for your gear on a daily basis, this is going to be a great quality of life upgrade. Especially if you've got an AV receiver, a couple of streaming boxes, smart lights, smart bulbs, bunch of smart home gear, and you use Home Assistant, this thing is then something that you must go out and get. All right, so that's my take on the SofaBaton X2. Premium build, 4 protocol support, real smart home integration with Home Assistant, and one-tap activities that actually make movie night feel effortless. If you've been waiting for that true Harmony successor, this is the one to get. I'll drop the official site link below in the description, the pinned comment if you guys want to check it out and purchase one today. If you use code Jeff Springer, that's my first and last name all together, you'll get 15% out at checkout. I'll also put that here on the screen so you guys can see it. Huge shout out to SofaBaton for sending out the X2 for review and for sponsoring this video. I love it. I'm going to continue using this. I have so many smart home devices. It makes my life way easier. If you guys have questions about the hardware, the one-touch activities, how the firmware updates are, how well they've supported it so far, happy to get into any of those things in the comments below. Appreciate you guys checking out the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.